Hi, it's me. I'm just letting you know how today went. It was a big day, lots of information to process and understand. So I met with my oncologist to talk through my current diagnosis, and she has confirmed, in her words, it's a very nasty breast cancer. I think there's been a bit of confusion over what I have and what it is, but she is sticking to it is a triple negative breast cancer, which is a particularly nasty breast cancer. You only need to Google that to see the statistics and the difference to the vast majority of breast cancers, which are hormone positive. I can explain it another day, or you could Google that and you'll see that there's a difference between positive breast cancers and negative breast cancer. So I have the triple negative, which is particularly nasty and aggressive and fast growing. So the appointment basically has discounted me having radiotherapy. I think at this point it's too toxic. There are lung nodules under 1 centimetre, but all in the left side. So I have 3 lung nodules, which my oncologist showed me on a scan. So yeah, it was interesting to be able to actually see them and see where they're lurking. Because at the moment I don't have any side effects of that. I can't feel them. I'm not coughing, but they're there. But they're so small that the biopsy wouldn't be possible. So they're thinking of doing a PET scan, which is essentially a 3D image of whatever they're scanning. So it would be of the lungs. Excuse me. Oh, it has been a long day and I am pooped. So I'm going to keep this short and sweet because I need to wrap it up and I need to get to bed. But I know that some of you sent some absolutely lovely messages, just giving best wishes, and so I just wanted to update with what's happened. So I was given the option of 2 types of chemotherapy, which was a pleasant surprise because I'd been told that, and my experience tells me that chemotherapy doesn't work. But we're going to give it a go. I've never had a platinum-based chemotherapy, which doesn't mean it's the creme de la creme of chemotherapy. It doesn't mean that I've suddenly struck lottery gold with chemotherapy. It just means that it's got platinum in it, as far as I'm aware. The hospital don't offer trials for people like me at this point, plus there are many different aspects to that as to why they wouldn't put me on it, and trials can take quite a long time to be signed up to, and I need something fast. I need something. So they were talking about either starting me on a tablet-based chemotherapy on Thursday, or excuse me. At least it's yawning and it's not tears. There's been tears today, and I'm done with those. So it's tablet-based or intravenously, so into the veins. But because of the lymphedema that I've suffered on my arms and the fact that I've had the lymph nodes removed on both sides of, in my armpits, means that they would be very, the chemotherapy suite would not want to give me chemotherapy through my arms. So they are booking me in to have a portacath, or a port for short, inserted into my chest, which goes into one of the larger veins, which I had one put in last year. So I'm going to have another one of those. So I'm waiting for, I'll wait for the call to say they've booked me in. And I've just requested that is done under sedation because nobody wants to be awake when they are putting things into your neck. It's fine. It's the procedure. My experience of that was fine last year. I just much prefer to be asleep when they're in your face, they're here, and they're sticking things in. So I was given the option of the tablet-based or the intravenous-based one. They're different types of chemo drugs, and she didn't have a strong sway on either type of drug. I think the one that I've gone for, the gem carboplatin, which is the intravenous one, is a little bit harder hitting, and the side effects of that are immunosuppressive, and which means that it affects the blood clotting. So I may suffer things like nosebleeds and extensive or more bruising, fatigue, and I will have to have chemotherapy. On day 1 I'll have 2 drugs, and then on day 8 I'll have another drug, and then I'll have a couple of weeks off and then back. So it's a 3-weekly cycle. So day 1 is obviously day 1 of the 3-week cycle, and then at the end of that 3-week cycle the next cycle starts. I don't know how long it'll go on for. I don't know if it'll work. We're at a point where we're just trying what we can to try and get on top of the cancer, and they need to get on with it, and they're very focused on starting and making headway. And because I have the nodule on this side, I've got a little nodule just here, she can feel and assess based on this nodule whether or not it's actually doing anything, because the lung nodules at the moment, measurements aren't really there. So by feeling this we can tell, is it growing or is it shrinking, and that's a really great way of being able to establish what's going on. So I won't have radiotherapy at the moment, because there's no point, because if they give me radiotherapy to my armpits, that's not going to help with my lungs, and you can't really do radiotherapy on the lungs because it causes more problems. So that's kind of where I'm at. I need to go for the PET CT, get my porta cath put in, and get consented and signed up to doing the chemotherapy. And that's all going to happen in the next couple of weeks. So it was a big day. It went better than I was expecting. I was expecting to get horrendous news. I was expecting to be told there is no treatment, there is no option. So I hate chemotherapy just from a patient perspective because of what it does, but do you know what? It's a shot at living, and I understand that I can still live with having this. I can still go out, I can try and exist. I'm going to have to massively cut down on my commitments, and I'm just going to have to get through it the best I can. I know I've been a bit rubbish at responding to people, and I've tried to tell people I'm rubbish at responding. Obviously, it's never personal. I'm just trying to get through this the best way that I can and keep my head above water. And so far it's working, and today I had incredible support from near and far. I had 3 amazing friends on hand to support me, to take me for lunch beforehand and then take me for drinks afterwards. So to talk about what happened and just have people there listening to what the doctor's telling me and being able to help digest it afterwards. And just, yeah, it was wonderful. It was really nice to have that support. It was really important to me, and obviously the people who aren't able to be there have sent some really lovely messages. So thank you if you sent me messages, or if you sent me a message, or if you were thinking about me and sending me positive vibes. I felt them, and I particularly wore this t-shirt today which says be kind to yourself, because do you know what? If you didn't send me a message because you didn't know what to say, or you did send me a message and you thought, oh, did I say the right thing? Be kind to yourself. There's no guilt. Just be compassionate towards yourself and know that everything is okay. And yeah, I guess there's more for me to document now because I'm going to be going for more chemo. So I don't think I'm going to be losing this crazy mop of hair, which is getting more and more crazy by the day. I understand that my hair might thin, but I'm not going to lose it. But well, if you know me, you know I don't care about hair because it grows back and it's mental and it's just, it is what it is. But for me, I don't care. It's dead stuff, grows out of your head. I'm more worried about surviving and not having incredibly bad long-term side effects as a result of the treatment. So anyway, that's my update. I hope that you have had a good day, and yeah, thanks for watching. If you want to get regular updates, as you know, I'm going to be having a lot of appointments coming up, please just hit the subscribe button, and then there's a bell on the YouTube section just below the video. There's a picture of a bell which you click on, and if you are subscribed to YouTube, it will alert you to any videos that are coming through. I know this is a bit of a longer video today, but I would intend to keep them a bit shorter, but just because this is a big day, it was a big day, that's why this is a little bit longer. But anyway, yes, take care of yourself, be kind to yourself, and bye-bye.